Welcome back to Love Island with Benny. I've got an earphone in my ear because I'm trying to do the podcast at the same time as shooting this vlog. Just makes more sense. Anyways, welcome back. Last night was really interesting. Now, let's just take it back to the start. Well, not to the very start, but let's just take it back to Tommy and Molly. Now, Tommy and Molly was this thing, this couple, everyone seemed to like them, apart from Molly seemed to like everyone else as well, but there we go. And then Maura comes in the other day. Tommy and Maura were on a date, and they were telling each other how much they really like each other. Especially Maura was saying how much she likes Tommy, his big arms and all this stuff. But then yesterday, Maura went on a date with Tom and the other guy. I can never remember the other guy's name. And she was telling him how much she's, she did like Tommy, but it didn't kind of work out, and how it's sort of like typical. Now she fancies this Tom, and she thought everything was going to go her way. She's gone back to the villa. She spoke to the girls, and she said to them, I really like Tom, and basically, do any of you girls like him as well? And they've all said, no, you can keep him. He's yours. Brilliant. Especially Elma. Elma said, no, not my type at all. And then a couple of minutes later, Tom and Elma are speaking, and all of a sudden, Elma's talking to the girls saying, now, yeah, I think it would work with me and Tom. I really like it. Well, you should see Maura's face. Maura is very angry with this situation. And now I think it's kind of funny that she's angry with this Elma thing, because when it was Tommy and Molly, she was trying to do exactly the same thing. She was saying, I really like Tommy. I really, really hope he picks me. Now the tables have turned. You don't like it, love, do you? You really don't like it. So it's kind of funny at the fact this has happened. It's brilliant. And you can just tell when something's going to go a bit wrong. There's going to be a bit of trouble in there, which is exciting stuff. Also, has Curtis done the cha-cha-cha? Did he do the cha-cha-cha in there, with Amy? Because yesterday, he pulled the boys aside and spoke to them and discussed what had happened other than kisses, right? So obviously, him saying that, it just leaves your imagination running wild. You can imagine what he's on about. So that was quite funny when that happened. Maura also was speaking to Amy about it, and she really didn't understand that Amy was saying, no, I will not sleep with Curtis whilst I'm in here. Maura really thought that was a really odd thing. Now, that kind of shows you how Maura is very, what do you call it? Sexual, I guess. She's too much. So the fact that she said, wow, that is willpower to not do that in the villa, that shows you that she's just thirsty and that she's up for anything, anytime, anywhere. She doesn't care. Now, I want you guys to tell me what you reckon is going to happen between Maura, Elma, Tom, and all the other people, because of Maura kicking off, that's going to cause heat for sure, with all of them. And I honestly think Maura doesn't understand that what she's doing or what's happening to her is what she done with Tommy and Molly. It's not hard to understand, but she's now kicking off at the fact that Elma's saying that, yeah, Tom's a nice guy. And do you know what? When he first come in, I didn't really think a lot to him. I thought it's just basic. He's a normal bloke. So the fact that Maura said, yeah, I really like him, I feel there's a connection. She's only met him 2 minutes ago, so you can't really say that, she feels there's a connection with anyone. Anyone she sees, there's a connection. That's just how it is with her. That's just how she feels, I think. It's just weird. Whereas Anna, she's met the other guy. She said that she kind of likes him, but the fact that he's a little bit younger makes her feel a little bit odd. But then she said about Tom, because he's older than her, she likes that, because she wants someone that's older than her. He's 29, she's 28. That's great. She likes that. But she's got her head screwed on because she's gone back to the villa and said, right, well, I don't fancy people at first sight. So that's how it is. And they've gone, no, that's fair enough. Whereas Maura is 100% Tom. I like Tom. Don't anyone else touch Tom. If you touch him, there's a problem. Now Elma's saying, I quite like him. He's quite a nice guy. Maura's kicking off. But if you take it back to about 5 minutes before she said that, she was telling all the girls, no, he's not my type. You've got him, love. Maura, he's yours. And Maura was like, brilliant, hands off, great. But now she's changed her mind. There's a bit of friction there. You could tell that they're going to be kicking off with each other. Which is going to obviously be entertaining for us, but is going to cause a lot of trouble in the villa. Also, another thing, with that challenge yesterday, what was it called? The one with the card and they had to pass it on. That, in my eyes, was gross. Especially when it was Yewande having to suck on Amber's toe. That is absolutely disgusting. And how they even allowed to do those challenges. That's disgusting. And then you saw the new guy, not Tom, the other one. I can never remember his name. I need to find his name out. Him and Anna, sorry. It said the challenge was to show your favourite sex position. And this new guy's come along and he has just literally got so excited that he's just over exaggerating it. Like the whole situation with what the fuck? Like that's weird. So yeah. But you guys need to let me know what you think about the whole Maura situation and whether I'm looking into it in a different way to you guys. But I think that what she's going through is what she's put Molly and Tommy through, so I think it's only fair. So I'm going to cut this one short today because there weren't too much to talk about. 7 minutes in, Thank you for watching, thank you for listening to this podcast, and I'll catch you guys on the next round. See you later.